Look, I've been waiting so long for recognition. Keep my head above water, causing friction. Maybe I could be the one that you could spare. Maybe I could be the one to make you care. Please pass me the light, cause my L not lit. How the fuck you hustle, but you ain't got shit? People say they hustle, but they ain't got shit.
This is Creative Hustle. I'm Mike. I'm your host for today. Well, today we've actually got our regular host, Josh DWH, as a special guest. He's just gonna be talking about his movement, the way he's just been making noise. I'm really proud of this guy. I was just showing him earlier that back in July 2015, you were like our 10th post, just kind of shouting him out.
Like legit 10th? Like
it was more like 15.
1 to 10?
It was like 15th really. But like our 10th post on Instagram, where definitely our second artist that we were showcasing. And he was just hustling, always hustling. So without further ado, here's Josh.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
How you been, bro?
I'm coolin', just working. We got a couple more podcast episodes to bang out, but
of course.
I'm coolin', just sticking to the work ethic. You feel me? Just trying to stay productive.
Yeah. So as a creative, I know I go through these periods. I know you've gone through these periods. You've talked about them on your stories. How do you work through times where you're a little frustrated? Like, what's been the most challenging part of like this creative process of creating music and stuff?
Just trying to stay out my feelings and just target that energy into something productive, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of people they give in to like how they're feeling versus like what they think like should be going on. So I just like to target my energy, like no matter if I'm mad, if I'm happy, if I'm sad, whatever, I just put that right back into the music. Like when I'm feeling some type of way, I just try to like put it into a song, like rather than like sticking around and being mad, because you're not gonna get nothing but like more emotions off of that. So I just try to stick to it, just put all my energy into making a song or something, or even if it's just a free verse, or I just put all my energy into something productive that I could benefit off. You know what I'm saying?
So like rechanneling energy, trying to focus it in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I get mad, I just promote my music. I'm not gonna like write a post about something. You know what I'm saying?
Go
like,
off. Yeah.
I'm so mad right now. Like nah, I'll just like I bet I'll just throw up this clip or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just get caught up. They're too caught up in like how social media should be, like what you should put on there. So I don't know. A lot of people use it as a ventilation, but each to each their own.
Yeah. You're kind of ventilating your creative process in that. So what's been like the most rewarding part of creating music?
Just being acknowledged by people I just never thought I would be acknowledged by. Like from, I guess we could start off with me being on TRL with Fat Joe or Remy Ma, like people who put on for the Bronx already. So
legends, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From that to my song being on Dr. Dre's playlist. You know what I'm saying? Like just like to even think about that shit is just like, it's like, mind blowing, because I never thought just writing songs in the basement could get me acknowledged by, or put me in positions to be acknowledged by people of such a high stature.
Yeah.
Because, that ain't nobody from the industry looking down on, don't get me wrong, there's some cats like looking down and either like helping out or just stealing sauce from the underground, but it's different when they actually acknowledge you and they put you in a position to win or even just help you out. So
yeah, that's pretty dope. And speaking of just getting acknowledgement from the industry, right now you've been getting some serious radio play by DJ Camillo. How's that been?
Shout out to DJ Camillo. It's great, man. He fuck with me. He just like he loves what I'm doing, and he's here for the bars. And my friend said he was like Spanish people stick together. I was
light skin army.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just been running with it. He been wanting me. We just dropped the Who Run It freestyle. Like he specifically asked me to do that for him, and I was just like, I bet. And then I had recorded it maybe like a week before we even thought about dropping it, and he just basically gave me an outlet. He told me, oh, I'll upload it to my SoundCloud, to my app, and he spinned it the day that we like dropped it. So that was just like,
that's real. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's he shows a lot of love. So the thing is, it's just like I try to keep that genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
there was this one time, like we was in the club and then basically people is like paying him to do shit and then like it came up to me like I told my mans like yo don't hit him with no money, like he's not gonna want it, like so he thought in the situation he thought I was paying for something.
Gotcha.
He was like, nah, Josh don't pay, and it's just like it's genuine shit.
That's real.
Like when
That's
people
love.
really fuck with you, they don't want nothing from you. So it's just like he's just been on that type of time, just genuine shit. So big shout out to DJ Camillo.
That's dope. So like what are you working on now? Like if you could talk about a little bit of that. Any teasers?
I got a lot of stuff in the works. I got a couple features knocked out. I got features on my own shit as well. It's just all about timing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to rush nothing. I got a lot of heat. Like it's just all about timing and you know how you market it and stuff like that. I don't want to just throw it out there and just like I bet go look at it. Like I need it to be anticipated. I needed it like to be like I bet I'm waiting for it. Like why is he taking so long? Because when I finally deliver, it's gonna be like what you want. So I just I got a lot of stuff in the tuck. I'm just waiting on timing really. Like when I fill it out, because if my heart not in it, then I can't really
Put it out there.
Yeah. Like, if I'm not 100% in it, I just don't do it. Like when Biggie said, only make moves when your heart's in it. Stay far from timid. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of time I'll be on with this music. Cause if you go into things with a fucking attitude, you're gonna get a fucking result. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've personally experienced that. So I got a lot of stuff in the tuck. I'm just waiting on a lot of timing.
Got you. So kind of speaking of timing, you've been able to open up for some big artists. You've been able to open up for Lil Uzi Vert, A Boogie. How's that been? Like getting that look, and like how do you feel from the crowd? Like your music is definitely different from a lot of artists your age. So my first question is, how does it feel kind of getting looks from those artists? And the second one, I'll ask after.
From those type of things, I just you know, my homeboys over at off campus, they hooked that up for me. They some party promoters, and you know, they basically just be getting a lot of looks. So you know, they put me in a position whereas I could open up for these artists, and you know, from the crowd, like when I get in there, it's just like it's jam packed. You know what I'm saying? These shows be packed out because the artist headline, and then I bring my people. So it's just like a whole clash. It's overall great experience. It's just that shit be crowded, and you got to know what you're doing on that stage. You know what I'm saying? You're in front of like at least 1,500 people, and it's just like looking up at you. So it's like
you gotta seize that moment.
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. Like but it's been great. Like it's just cause this is what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like the first big show that I did, I stage dive at the shit. Like. And I was like,
just literally throwing yourself out there.
Yeah, like I just had to do it. Like it's just all about feeling it and the essence of it. So you know, when I be in there, it just be lit. I just be doing my thing. I came there to do my thing, and then I go enjoy myself. I see the artists, but you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to get these type of looks. So
yeah. So when did you start rapping, and what has been your biggest influence? Because for me, I really do. Like, you're one of my favorite artists, especially from the Bronx, right? And one of the things that drew me to you and your music, as opposed to a lot of the newer guys coming out and even underground guys, is that your flow is, I mean, it's A1. Like, you can hop on just about any beat. And that's what I really appreciate. On top of that, you really got something to say. So, like, when did you start? What influenced you? And why do you create the type of music that you create?
I just feel I can't fabricate anything. So like when it comes to me writing a record, it's just like I have to keep it 100. Like I'm trying to make the music that I want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like if I throw a lot of punchlines out there, it's because maybe I was listening to a lot of Jadakiss or a lot of Lloyd Banks or something. Because it's like that's the type of the essence that I grew up on.
Yeah.
Was heavy hitters, no pun intended, with Camillo.
Heavy hitters.
Yeah, you feel me? Like it's just like it's real life shit. Like there's people going out there through real life shit. So like some of the topics that like I like to speak on is just a lot of shit gets left in the dark. So I like to shed light on a lot of that stuff because it's like it's basically because I can speak it to my advantage because I speak from personal experiences.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I do shit just to see how it feels, just so I could maybe potentially put it into a song.
Gotcha.
And it's just, you know, I'm basically just trying to contribute to the culture as much as I took from it. You know what I'm saying? But when I say took from it, it's like what I learned from it, what I gained from it. Because before I was a rapper, I was just a fan. Like I was just in the crowds. I used to go to shows from maybe like I didn't know too many like local rapper cats when I was in high school that was doing their thing. But like once I got out of the scene, like I was still like, all right, bet I'm gonna do this hip hop thing. But I was still at shows, at album signings, like networking as much as I could. I didn't know
showing
shit,
love,
but yeah, you feel me? Like I met mostly all of my favorite artists, from Joe Budden to Kendrick to Wale to the list goes on. I've met like a lot of these rappers, so it's like it's just motivation. So I just take what they've implemented and I just put my own style on my shit. It's hard to differentiate myself, but you know it's a challenge, and everything that's challenging puts you in a position to win. So
yeah, anything worth doing is gonna be challenging.
Yeah.
So, what? So when it comes to your music, growing up in the Bronx, how has that like influenced you in what you create, right? Like being from Gun Hill, having, you know, different situations, different life experiences, how has that kind of shaped you? What do you think about growing up in the Bronx? What do you think about the area where you're from, the people that you've been around?
all that plays a big part of it. Like being from the Bronx, you know, we started this hip hop, so it's just like I gotta like basically want to be a forefront for what the Bronx has to offer. Like everything, I take all my past experiences. When I was younger, I would be around a lot of older cats, so I would just take like from their mistakes and I would just learn from it to not make the same mistakes that they did. And I feel like the environment just played a big part, like because it's all about your mindset. It's not where you at, it's where you want to go and where you gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So I've always seen bigger than, you know, what's around me and stuff like that. It's just about your mindset. I feel like all that shit motivated me from young to this day forward. Like it's just like all that stuff just motivated me. All that played a big part. Yeah. It's just taking what you can from it and putting it into music. Like all that played a big part though. Like from me going to Catholic high school to me graduating and not going to college. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just from me working like dead end jobs and making like $9 an hour versus like getting quick money from making shirts. You know what I'm saying? From seeing people to support. Like it's just a big difference. On your own, you feel me? Like it's a big difference from waiting for someone to invest in you and actually putting your own money up and investing in yourself. So it's a big jump. It's just about how dedicated you are. Like,
so what was the last job you had before you jumped in all in?
Last job I had?
Yeah.
The last job I had, I want to say, trying to think, it was at least like 3 years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
It was either, like, I was working a lot of part-time after I lost my full-time job. I was working like helping out with trucks. Like, so I think it was Macy's and I want to say Toys R Us. I think I was working at. I got fired from Macy's because I took somebody's umbrella. It was raining, and then they fired my ass. I was tight.
Damn, that's crazy.
And I told them, I was like, I'll go get the umbrella right now. They wasn't with it.
It was like, nah, you're done.
Yeah, and then after like that, I was just like working Toys R Us, like graveyard shift hours, graveyard shift hours, and I wasn't with that. Like it's just it put me in a like I had no time to think to myself. It was stupid as fuck. And I just ain't looked back since. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, if I want to do this music shit, I can't really. Yeah. Cause you get moments of inspiration out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It could be like 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. and I want to write something. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do that if I'm at like a job or something. Like I could do it, but then like I gotta like put my energy into the fucking job, and I can't like really focus up on what my thoughts is at. So that was the last job I worked, like at least 3 years ago. At least, maybe even 4.
Wow, dang. So you've been posting a lot about clout versus impact. What's the difference between clout and impact?
Basically, clout, I feel, is just like this big notoriety thing that people like to put as a label, like as a like it basically serves as how would I say it? As an ID for people, like, oh, I got clout. Like, I'm gonna get in the club real quick. I got this. I got that.
It's like validation, kind
of.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Validation. It's basically like popularity. Like people, whoever's popping, like they think they have clout. So like you feel entitled to certain things, and you have that like I guess like a unjust attitude. You're just an asshole versus impact, and it's just like you just know like you're serving a bigger purpose than just like you getting hot and you getting popular, but it's just like people knew that was coming because like you know what you're doing, and it's just like you know the people that you're talking to, and that's when that's why I call it impact. It's just like, you know, like with J. Cole, I stemmed off the J. Cole line. He was like, have you ever thought about your own impact? And it's just like, it's a fact. Like you doing all this shit, like you getting hot and you doing everything, but what are you really doing for people? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like people tell me that my music puts them in a different spot, like from any song, like, and some shit could motivate them to getting them out of like this depression or like, yo, I just got fired and I listened to one of your songs and I'm just like, I'm gonna get back on my grind. Like I get multiple messages. I don't be posting everything because I feel like it's just, I keep like it's personal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I use it as my own personal motivation. So I feel like impact is just everything that you need to be doing, and people are acknowledging you for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just all about your influence. Gotcha. So
it's like the line you said, what's the point of fame if nobody knows what your aim is?
Facts. What's the point in being famous when don't nobody know what your aim is? Yeah. But everybody know what your name is. Nah, that's a fact. It's just I just feel like it's like a lot of people see all the you know the good stuff that happens from people, but they don't see like what you're actually standing for. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh yeah, nah, I heard that. You know, it's cool. Yeah. But then they don't even know that you just like did this. Like nobody even knows that Akon fucking was helping out Africa. From You know what I'm saying? Like all the big moves, like people that fell back out of the spotlight, like they don't know what other people are doing, and it's just like because they're not conscious to it. And then that's the whole impact. Like Akon came up, like his whole thing was convict music. Like he took like his past and put it to something positive, and that's exactly what it is. Like his impact. So it's just like even if people ain't acknowledging it, like. We don't care for clout. It's just like it's all about your impact, because it's like a lot of people even now, like me and Alejandro, we cook up a lot of cover art. Shout out to AT. We cook up a lot of cover art. He does a lot of my photography. We noticed like some people used our same cover art like for remixes that we did, like, and then I caught myself. It's like, I bet, like, how am I gonna get mad at that? Like I was like, damn son, like I commented on the thing. I'm like, yo, you actually used my shit. You didn't say anything. Yeah, no credit. But then I'm just like, I gotta remember, it's just like the way I'm doing other people's remixes and getting influenced by other big artists is the same way people are viewing me in that light. So it's like I gotta think of it that way. I can't really take it personal because it's nothing's new under the sun. Like good artists create. Yeah. No. Good artists create. Great artists steal. You know what I'm saying? It's just like. That's basically how the game goes. Nothing new is under the sun. So I can't really get mad when somebody is using my cover art, or I just had a debacle. It's just like I put out the Who Run It shit, and then I was like, there's numerous ways of transportation. Don't ride my dick. And then it's like Troy Ave had put out a Who Run It freestyle the day after mine, and then he says and I can't be caught dick riding is no form of transportation. He said dick riding is no form of transportation. It's just like, wow, if I'm here, like that sounds very similar, but like for me to get on my high horse and be like, nah, that sounds like my line. He stole that shit. It's just like, nah, it's just like maybe he got influence. So it's like you never know who you might be influencing. I'm not saying I influenced Troy Ave. I'm not saying I influenced this person, that person.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? You just got to take it and run with it, like, basically.
Yeah. So as far as like, who are you listening to now, if there's anybody, and where do you think your music's headed as far as the culture, and what do you think the culture is kind of headed?
I listen to a lot of underground artists. Like, I listen to a lot of my friends, really. J Tips, Trey Pizzy, Japan, Connie Diamond, Denzel Porter. Like, I listen to a lot of the underground, Oswin Benjamin, Chris Rivers. Like, the list just goes on. I listen to a lot of Bronx heads because it's like we could really put on. So
Yeah.
like I take a lot of that, and I just let it soak in, because it's really dope how many people in the Bronx are actually doing something, or even trying to do something, and then, like, it's just they're working their way up. You know what I'm saying? It's really dope. I feel like, as for the culture though, like, I heard the second question. What was the first question?
No, that was the first question. The second question is, where do you think where's your music going as far as the culture is concerned, and then where's the culture going?
I feel like it's gonna go as far as the community takes it. You know what I'm saying? Like, from going back to the impact thing, if my music reaches the next room, and then the next room decides to tell the next room after that, then so be it. But if not, like, I'm pretty sure my music is it's not gonna fall upon deaf ears. It's just it's all about timing. And then, like, even like people still to this day are still bringing up stuff that I did in like October, and it's good because it's just like it still brings relevancy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about how people perceive the music.
Yeah.
I don't really care, like, because I've been making music, and there was times that, like, nobody would even think about listening to this shit because I was whack. But it's just like I worked.
It's growth, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I worked to be where I'm at today. Like, I didn't stop. I kept writing all those songs that people thought were whack and didn't want to pay attention to, and then I made them listen, like, by making a name for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just I feel like it's gonna go as far as I go into it. You know what I'm saying? Because the only person in front of me is me.
Yeah.
Like, from going to the studio to getting shows, like, I'm the only person that's decided. Nobody's gonna, like, people could come to you with opportunities, but if you're not gonna do it, then, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't really matter. It's all about what you do with what you have in front of you. So it's all about utilization. So
yeah. And then as far as, like, the culture, because right now you just mentioned like a lot of bubbling artists in the Bronx underground, right? And then you've got in more mainstream kind of music, you've got a lot of like the Little Pumps, like all these guys that are putting out stuff, all the littles and all the all the little people. And
I'm wondering where there's gonna be a big rapper come out, like Big T.
Yeah, everybody wants to be little, nobody wants to be big. It's random. But and then at the top of the music industry, you've got, you know, the three-headed monster. You've got Drake, you've got Kendrick, you've got Cole. So, like, sandwiched in the middle is this, like, weird music. Where do you think, like, where does culture go? Does it shift towards the middle? Does it stay towards the top? Do the people from the underground
I feel like
rise up?
it's like the Instagram algorithm. Sometimes it's gonna show you Lil Pump, sometimes it's gonna show you Cole, sometimes it's gonna show you what's another artist that just, like, they're gonna show you Mace or, like, some random shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then Jewels comes out of nowhere, and then it's just I feel like it shifts from it's again, timing is a hell of a thing. Like, everything is all about timing. Like, J. Cole could drop something, as he just did, and then Lil Pump would drop something, and then he's on Billboard. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about timing, and then that goes back to the whole impact thing. Like, the fans are gonna take it as far as they are, like, from the youth to the old heads digesting it, to the people buying it, like, from the people in the next room to tell the other people in the next room. Like, it's all about a shift. Honestly, it goes up and down. It could go from the Coles to the Pumps. It's just like, it's all about how the culture takes it, and I feel like it's up and down. I don't really feel like it's it's gonna like stay on
clear
one.
cut
You know what
kinda
I'm saying?
thing.
It kind of varies, like, cause then like female MCs could come in the mix, and then like. And then you got Kanye saying this to make himself relevant.
Yeah,
and then he wants to drop an album, and then like people are not gonna perceive it right. It's just all about timing and how you use your impact. So I feel like it's just all about like how the community takes it and how the culture takes it.
Yeah. So when I hear timing and impact, what I think, like the one word I think of is longevity. So for you, where do you see yourself in like 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Do you think like that, you know, when you create things?
Yeah, I definitely do. I see myself just working, honestly. Just I want to work twice as hard. Just like I said in my song, twice the work and half the time. Like I want to do more with less time. I want to keep growing. I want to keep evolving. I want to keep adapting to what's around me. It's just all about keeping on. Honestly, I couldn't tell you where I'm gonna be at in 5 years, but I do see myself just keep putting in working. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't tell you if I'm gonna pop tomorrow or the next day. It's just I'm gonna keep working. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
So
how many there's the saying, the 10,000 hour rule by Malcolm Gladwell, and it's usually 10,000 hours of you doing something well. How many hours do you think you've put in?
I was just having this conversation. I think I'm at least maybe like at least 8,000. I want to say at least 8,000. I haven't reached the 10 yet, but at least maybe even half. Cause as I said, I just kept writing all them songs that people would even think was whack. I just kept writing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some pens ran out of ink, some pens was fresh. It's just, I had to just keep going. So I want to say I'm at least maybe like halfway there. But if that, maybe even more. But the thing is, you can't really count them hours. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta keep putting in the work.
You just watching the clock, and that timing could really fuck you up. Cause some people are sitting at home bitter, and they're just like, damn, son, I put in my 10,000 hours. Why I'm not on yet?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that starts to grow like a bitterness towards your whole career. And then like that shift, that little energy that you put out could really manifest the whole big thing. You feel me? Even just by you saying, I'm gonna have a good day. That energy could really like manifest your whole shit. You know what I'm saying? You could land up in a room next to motherfucking, I don't know, like, I don't even know, your favorite actor or some shit. You know what I'm saying? A millionaire, billionaire. Yeah. It's just all about how you decide to take your whole day and how you're gonna use everything you have in front of you. So I don't know. I just feel like that I'm at least maybe like halfway there, but I ain't counting that clock though.
So you've been relentless in your work ethic. Your work ethic is real, and you've been doing it on your own. How does that make you feel? Like, how does it make you feel that you've been doing it on your own? Do you feel lonely at times? Is it rewarding, since you know that at the end of the day nobody can stop you because it's based on you? Like, how do you feel about having done it on your own?
I'm very proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I've seen people come and go from local cats to cats that you had one hit song. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm just very proud, because it's like I didn't have to like you know, kiss ass to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was genuine from doing this to doing that. Everything was just genuine. Yeah. And it's just I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not surprised at anything that comes my way, because I put out good energy in the universe. I want to see people win. Yeah. So like when you move with that type of attitude, it kind of like you kind of attract everything that you need to come your way. You feel me? I don't reach my hand out to certain people because I already know like they might not reach back or whatever the case may be. But it's just like I've been so in tune with myself. You know what I'm saying? And at times, it do get lonely. Sometimes it feel like nobody's there for me. But it's just all about your mindset and how you take that. Like, it's how you're gonna, like, as I said, I put my energy when I'm mad or I'm sad. I put that into a song because I know that can bring me like more relevancy than anything. Because it's like you putting all your energy into something that people can repetitively listen to. Excuse me.
And
that,
continuously draw
you know what
from.
I'm saying? They could play it back 4 or 5 times, and then they're gonna feel something because you felt something at the time. You feel me? They're putting themselves as a listener's perspective. So the way you like talk about shit is just like, you just like, I don't know, it's just you just really gotta like focus on yourself, because when you start letting like other people in your realm, it's like some people be trying to steal sauce, and they try to like they want to eat off your plate, they eyeing your plate the whole time, and it's just like, just eat your food, you know what I'm saying? But it's just I didn't really need a team. I moved dolo. I'm not scared to go places by myself. It's just like that big jump, and like I learned a lot about myself through fear. Like everything that you need is on that other side when you make that jump.
Just going for it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm not surprised at anything that comes my way, because I just put in so much good energy into the universe that like it don't matter who's beside me or who's not. I just been doing my thing.
Yeah, it's like being able to focus your energy and have it 100% focus is more effective than having like divided energies, maybe with like a team that's not.
It's all about strategizing and smart marketing, because you could be the nicest cat on the block, but like if you don't know how to market yourself, then you can't really do anything, and nobody's really gonna help you. Like they're gonna be like, oh, I see you doing your thing, but like you got to take that in stride, and like some people aren't gonna be able to help you as much as you can help them. And I've worked to be an asset, you know what I'm saying? Like if I post something on my gram, somebody else might see it and they might fuck with you more, and then versus you putting it up and then people are just gonna hate, you know what I'm saying? Like that's your impact. But it's just like I've built up so much shit by myself that I just gotta keep going. Like I just can't stop. So if you think I'm gonna stop, not like Diddy with it. Like I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. Take that.
That's how I'm with it. Like
that's dope. So probably the last question. You've been working out a lot. What's your workout regimen? How's that been?
Been kicking my ass, man. I've been trying to eat more cleaner, because it's just like, you know, you want to balance. It's all about a balance, because when you discipline yourself, it trains your mind. You know what I'm saying? You can handle situations, you know, more stronger. So like basically I use that as a way to train my mind, because a lot of the stuff that like been popping off for me, a lot of the records that I've been doing is because my mind was at its sharpest. You know what I'm saying? I stay on my P's and Q's, but like it's a difference between lowercase and capital P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? Like some people is like acknowledging like they looking, but then some people is like they really looking. So it's like with the whole workout thing, it keeps my mind sharp. But my whole regiment, I would usually start off with cardio, but my friend's been telling me that you could really like just get your weight up by just you burning the same amount of mass by weight, by lifting and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So even just from doing push-ups to sit-ups, I just be going at it until my arms give out from doing push-ups to fucking low crunches. Like I do a lot of lifting, and then I personally like to run, because I like to get my stamina up there, like with the songs. I listen to a lot of my own music a majority of the time. Like I'll be listening to other artists. Like I would listen to, I guess all the hype shit. Like I listen to like Famous Dex and like ASAP Rocky and stuff like that. Like when I'm doing the cardio thing, but like majority, I just
motivate yourself.
Yeah, you feel me? I do a lot of lifting, and during lifting, I just be listening to the music and just doing it till my arms give out or my legs, whatever. Like. It switches up every day. I don't have a specific workout regimen though.
Got you. And this will be the last question. Sorry, I lied. If you had one like moment to share with your 14-year-old, 13-year-old self, what would you tell yourself?
13 years old, 14.
Yeah.
What was that?
What were you doing?
I think I was playing ball or something.
Point guard.
Nah, I was like the power forward.
Hey.
Power forward. I could do the point, but I would just tell myself to just I don't know. I wouldn't have never imagined me like doing music. I'll tell you that. But I would just say just find out who you are before you try to like get involved with other people, because I felt like my past years was dedicated to a couple of people, and it's just I held myself back, you know what I'm saying, from trying to motivate other people to want more for themselves. So I would just say just focus on yourself. I would just say, yeah, like I would just say just be more in tune with yourself rather than other people, because a lot of my teenage years I kind of like gave a lot of people a lot of energy, and it's just I feel like I should have just not done that.
Yeah.
So I would just say
that time doing that.
You feel me? Because you got to spend a lot of time with yourself to figure out who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to figure out why you feel how you feel, and like why you in the position you in, and how you're gonna evolve from there. So I would just tell myself to just focus up on you. That's all I would tell myself, because at the time I was just so worried about other people from 14 to even now. Like I would just say just focus up on you.
That's good. That's really good. So I heard a lot of solitude, timing, longevity, impact. Those are great words. Thank you, Josh,
Thanks for having me.
For being our guest today. Next time you'll be the host. So this has been Creative Hustle with the Bronx Brand and DreamWork Hustle, showcase of Bronx creativity. DreamWork Hustle. That's just how it goes.
Yes, sir. Signing off. Good looking on tuning in. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to the Bronx Brand. It's Creative Hustle. You already know what the fuck going on.